morning. Welcome back to Breakfast Television. If you want to go for a walk in that winter wonderland that is Winnipeg this time of the year, this is the lady you want to talk to first. We got Buffy Cowshan joining us from Wilderness Supply. We want to talk about Nordic walking, hiking when it's real cold, and there's some equipment you need to know to be aware of before you get that first trek underway.
For sure. You can get a little stir-crazy at this time of year, you know, hit with that really cold temperature, and you're just starting to think about spring. You want to get outside. So it's a good idea to come up with some activities you can do even though it's cold. So we can do some winter hiking. It's a pretty easy activity to get into and a nice way to get out at this time of year. If you're looking into doing some winter hiking, your number one most important thing is your feet.
Gotta keep them warm, gotta keep them dry.
Gotta keep them warm, dry, and comfortable if you're gonna go out, even just for an hour or two. Those big boots that you see, the slip-on boots, they can be really good at keeping you warm, but they usually don't have any support in them.
Right, so if you're doing a serious trek, that's not gonna be what you want.
Your feet are gonna start hurting, you're gonna be uncomfortable, it's not a great idea. So you can go for a winter hiking boot specifically. We've brought these in before. They're waterproof, they're nice, warm, insulated to keep your feet really toasty down to -40, but they also have all the support of a regular hiking boot. So you get that ankle support, you get arch support.
Okay.
So if you're on the uneven ground, the snow, you're not gonna fall and twist your ankle, hurt yourself, anything like that.
Gotcha, gotcha. You can also kind of go with a little bit of extra traction on my my usual hiking shoe.
Yeah, well, let's say you've got a good shoe already, you're not looking to invest in a new one. If it's not too cold out, or let's say you got the really warm, nice smart wool socks on so you don't need the insulation, you can put a pair of ice treads on the bottom of your normal hiking shoes. Those will help you just make sure you don't slip on the ice, you don't do that ice thing where you do the big stretch and then you almost fall over, you twist your back or anything like that. You're going to have good purchase on the ice, on the snow, you can go out for a walk in your normal shoes.
So we got the feet covered, but let's move up a notch. We were talking earlier, some of the guys talking about how great these can be for this time of year.
Gaiters are a great idea for this time of year. You get a nice waterproof, breathable gaiter like this. You can see on the pant here, it goes over the bottom part of your leg and goes right into your shoe. And what that does is it keeps the bottom part of your leg completely dry if you're tramping around in the snow and stops any snow from getting up over the top of your boot and inside that booter feeling. Nobody likes that.
We've all had that. We've all been there. And it's kind of one of those things you forget how tall your boot is until you're reminded exactly how tall your boot is.
And then you know, and by then your socks are wet and it's all downhill from there.
So, but a pair of gaiters can make a world of difference.
Gaiters are a perfect idea. And you don't need anything really special with your clothes. You're going out winter hiking. Remember, you're going to be active, so you're going to be staying warmer.
Yeah.
You don't need to put on the really heavy parka. So we're going to look for some warm but not too warm clothes.
Because you're dressing for a couple degrees cooler than you are right now. You want to be a couple of degrees cooler. Exactly.
You know that you're going to be working up a bit of a sweat as you go. Yeah. So something like this hiker pant here is a great idea. Water-resistant fabric on the outside, dries really fast, and it has that nice fleece lining right there against the skin, all the way up inside the pants. So you're going to be nice and toasty warm, and if you do get a little bit damp on the outside, your pant's going to dry really fast.
You don't have to worry about it. Okay, and then, of course, the coat as well.
The coat. So we're not going to go for the big parka probably, because we're going to get too hot. So we're going to go for a nice lightweight insulated jacket on the inside like this.
Okay.
It's a synthetic jacket.
Nice breathable too?
Breathable, and breathable right all along the sides and under the armpits where you're likely to sweat and get down, which is a really good idea.
Yeah, because sweating in extreme cold, it can be just as dangerous as getting cold.
It's a really bad idea. You want to make sure you have that layer right next to your skin that's going to pull the sweat away because you don't want to get damp next to your body. So this will allow all that dampness to escape.
So that gets it out, and this goes on the outside?
And then you're going to put, a nice shell on top of that. It'll break the wind. Wind chill is always our biggest factor, right? It's going to break that wind coming against you and keep you nice and warm when you're going without overheating and getting too hot.
There's some great ideas when it comes to just going out for a good old-fashioned walk in the woods, but we're also going to talk a little bit about moving things up a notch and going cross-country skiing later on.
Yeah, we are.
We'll learn some basic parts and the equipment you need if you decided this is the winter we're going to get out and enjoy this time of the year. We've got all the information on breakfastTelevision.ca, but right now let's take a break. Still plenty to come today on BT.